how to overcome poor financial management. I'm Nate. I'm your life coach. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick you up a cool inspirational t-shirt today. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and let me know about your poor financial management or something that you manage poorly. Also, email me if you would like help getting back to good financial management. All right? So, are you living paycheck to paycheck? Are you struggling with debt? Let's break this cycle, okay? Now, I'm just like everybody else. I grew up poor, right? I grew up without financial management or financial training, right? They didn't teach us blah, blah, blah in school. They didn't teach us nothing in school, right? So I ended up, $300,000+ in student loan debt. But, and this is the key here, right? Because, if you're spending $2,000 a month and only making $1,500 a month, you don't have a spending problem. You have an income problem, right? That's one of the things that was my issue, right? I'm sitting here, I'm working at a gas station trying to go to college, trying to pay for college on $5.15 an hour. And then, I worked all the way up to $9 an hour. Well, you're not going to pay for anything with $9 an hour, period. Even back, this is 2006 to 2010, right? Even back then, $9 an hour is not going to get you through college, right? So it wasn't a spending problem because I'm already very frugal person, right? I don't wear name brand stuff. I don't drive expensive cars. We don't live in a house, too big of a house, that kind of thing, right? You're renting a 1-bedroom apartment, like, stuff like that, right? So, are you spending too much? Are you not making enough? Or is it both, right? Sometimes it's both, right? So you got to figure that out, right? So the first thing you do is I do what's called an all-in budget, right? And an all-in budget or a threshold budget or a cutoff budget, whatever you want to call it, is you make sure your needs are met, right? Do you have a house over your head, something to eat, and something to wear, right? Clothes to wear, right? You invest 15% right off the top, and then everything else can be spent until it's gone, right? Now, if your needs are basically spending all the money you got, then you have an income problem, right? But if, it doesn't really matter how you spend that extra money, but if all your needs are being met and all your money's gone, then you have to make more money, right? So there's two ways, to make more money. You get a second job, or you increase your skill set and get a better job, all right? Or you create your own side hustle, right? So 3 ways, right? Let's say, and if you're overspending or becoming in debt because, of overspending, right? Like, so all your needs are met and that's less than 50% of what you make, and you're still going over, then that means that you have a spending problem, right? So you have expensive cars, you have an RV, you have a boat, that kind of thing. So what you can do is you can get rid of those items, right? So sell your car, sell your RV, sell your boat, whatever. and you can use your tax refund to get yourself out of debt, right? If debt is your problem, right? But basically, you start, paying attention to your money, right? And you can say, in your heart whether you're, making enough money or not, right? If you're making 100K a year, 200K a year, you're making enough money, right? And if you still have a debt problem, then you have poor financial management, right? You are overspending even a good salary, right? You don't have an income problem. But if you're only making $2,000 a month, and you're sitting at $2,200 a month or $2,300 a month and going up in debt every year, then you have an income problem and you have to get a better job. Now, I'll hear stuff like this, like, oh, well, I'm in a job that I love. I'm comfortable with my job. So then you got to get a second job, right? If you want to keep that first job and you're comfortable in that first job and that's all you've ever wanted to do, like, you get that from EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, like that kind of thing. There's a way to create a side hustle, so that you cut grass, pressure wash, any kind of service-based thing, side hustle. Obviously you can get a second job, waiting tables, whatever, right? If you're in the job you just love forever, right? To increase your skill set, I tell people to read 10 minutes a day, most of the time while they're on the toilet, to increase their skill set, right? You're reading about the skill set you're trying to acquire, right? So say, you want to be a carpenter, you start reading about carpentry, right? And learning about carpentry and studying carpentry, So I learned how to start my e-commerce business, Ensorsale, reading about it, watching YouTube videos on it, right? I taught all that stuff myself, YouTube University, right? And I've helped several people start their own business, start their own e-commerce business, because of the skills that I've learned, right? And if you want me to help you do that, make sure you email me, FitfutureMD@gmail.com, and we'll get you started, right? Like I say, had over 10 free nutritional workout plans go out this month, in February. They're free, right? There's no reason not to pick it up. I got free affirmations to change your mindset, right? So if your mindset is that of, somebody with poor financial management, you can pick up that for free, pick up my affirmations and just change your mindset, because the truth is, you've been programmed your entire life to live a certain way. And you might have to spend some time reading affirmations multiple times a day so that you overcome that mindset, right? But this is how I would overcome poor financial management. You make an all-in budget and you realize whether you're overspending or underspending, or based on how much money you make, right? If you make enough money, then you got to get rid of stuff. If you don't make enough money, then you got to make more money. I'm Nate. I'm your life coach. Make sure you shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick up a cool inspirational t-shirt today. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off. And if you need help, you need a life coach, make sure you email me at FitfutureMD@gmail.com. Hit me up in the DM on Instagram. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.